How's everybody doing? I hope everyone's doing good. Today I'm putting on my face with a new product. How's your week been? I just need to stop, and say, how you doing? And I hope you're doing good. I did order a product from a company called Causemetics. I know nothing about them. But I don't know if it was an ad or what made me actually look at it, but here's the box. Can you see? By the way, that fingernail polish is Chanel's Peridot, which I'm an August baby, so my birthstone is Peridot. I don't get into all the birth signs and zodiac signs and stuff like that. But, that's the polish. Anyway, so this is the palette. And it is vegan, cruelty-free, paraben sulfate-free, toxin-free. And it says it will take you from coffee to cocktails, infused with anti-aging youth B5 complex to smooth your eyelids. I never had my eyelids smooth before. And prime and blend seamlessly. Well, I do have to tell you I have eye primer on. I use Too Faced Shadow Insurance. And you can apply with a brush or your finger. Apply wet for an intensified look or use as a liner. And the really important thing about this is it's beauty with a purpose. And it says for every product that you purchase, we donate to a woman in need. So that's that's probably what I saw, and I thought, I want to buy that. So if you want to investigate this brand, it's Thrive Causemetics. I'm sorry, Causemetics, not Cosmetics, C-O-S. It's cause, like the cause, or for a cause, like this is makeup with cause. So it's Thrive Causemetics. So that's Thrive Cause, CAUSEMETICS.com. Okay, so we have sufficiently. Oh, by the way, this is the palette number 1, and the colors, the lightest color is Claudia. Then the gold is a Gloria, and then Carolina is the soft brown, and Esperanza is the dark brown, and it says it all right there on the side. Now this is what else I like about it. As you open it from the top, it's very nice packaging. Look how the box is still contained here, but when you open it, it shows you the 4 colors, and then it shows you how to apply them. So it shows you to first use number 1 and make that your primer color, and then number 2 for your lid color, because it's a shinier color. Remember, especially if you're older, but really almost any time, if you don't want to be really super glitzy, in other words, if it's not New Year's Eve or your birthday, you need to put your sparkly colors on your lid. Don't put it up in your crease. You can use a shimmer on your brow bone, just because that does catch light, highlight. But anyway, and then it says your contour color is this kind of soft coppery brown, and then your intensifier to really intensify the outer V, or use as a liner, both for the lash line, and you can also turn around a lot of times and use this even in your brow with a brow brush. But that is the darkest color. So let's get started. We've learned all about this product. And we just want to open it and play. Y'all, I just want you to notice the intense packaging on this. This is very well packaged. This is a little corrugated, the college word, board there. In other words, it's protecting their package. Now look at the package. This is not cheap packaging. This is a really nice hard plastic. It's a beautiful kind of dark teal. Some people call that turquoise. I call it dark teal. And then on the back, in case you forget, it tells you the colors again, and that it's contour, palette number 1. So that it's very simple. Alright, and so when you open it, it does not have any brushes, okay, which is fine because I have brushes. It does the 4 colors again, a nice size mirror, and if you look, it also tells you where each color is supposed to go again. You keep that in there, so it reminds you. Actually, that should fall down on the product, but I'm glad it kind of stuck back up in there because I don't want to deal with it. So, here we go. We got our mirror, and I'm going to be using a Sigma E55. That's just a shader brush. And I'm going to use this for highlight. And I am going to do what they said, which is put it all over, not just on the brow bone. I typically only do the brow bone, but we're going to do what they said. So I'm going to go under the brow bone. Let's see how this is. And I go slow. I know a lot of people just like really brush this in, but I like to go back and forth in the pour to get it down, and they're good. And then I'm going to bring it down all the way. Now, I don't overdo this part because you're just going to put another color on top, but it's telling you to, so I am going to come down. And I also use a good bit on the inner corner, all the way to the socket by the nose, and certainly the tear duct, and then out. Now, remember, we're going to be putting a gold there, so again, I'm not going to overdo that. Both sides. Tap off any excess. Why do I go so slow? Because I want to make sure that I get that in the pores good so that it stays on all day. Then I'll blend it out a little bit. Now I'm going to bring it down, like they said. Bring it down, bring it down. Now I'm coming straight down. You can go across. You can blend it real fast with the brush if you want to. I feel like that makes a mess though, y'all. It does cause more fallout. Alright, so again, I'm doing the inner corner all the way over to the nose bone. And over the eyelid. Alright, so we got that done. Now, I didn't bring a flat shader. What to do, what to do? I only brought a few brushes. I'm not going to use those because they're my little unicorn brushes. Y'all, have y'all looked at these up close? I haven't let you. Are these the cutest? Unicorn brushes. And look, oh, that my sweet daughter had this made for me. It says Fashion, Glamour, and Bling Oh My, which is my Facebook name. Beth Buchanan, Fashion, Glamour, and Bling Oh My. And my favorite color is pink, and it's glitter. Look at these little brushes, though. Look how they got little unicorn. I don't believe in unicorns, but I don't know. God can make a unicorn if he wants to. Maybe they went out with the dinosaurs. Who knows? What God did with them. I don't think I have a color over here. Let me see what I could use. I don't want to use those. I think I can get rid of those, y'all. I do not like Artiste brushes. No, they look like toothbrushes. But anyway. Okay, so how can I use this gold? They said use your finger. I think I will. So I'm just going in this gold, and this is what's going to go on the lid. Woo! You know, I will tell you something about using your finger. It doesn't absorb like a brush does the product, so that you get more product on your skin. That's very nice. It's a nice warm color. It's a true gold. I mean, it's like Goldfinger gold. And I'm using my ring finger to do this. It's delicate on the lid. And can I tell you something about doing this with your finger? It really does let you feel the consistency. And this is a really nice consistency, y'all. It's nice. Okay, now I always keep a little makeup wipe. Because you're going to need one. One way or the other. Have one handy. Alright, so now I'm going to use, in the crease, I'm going to be using a large fluff E50. These, again, are Sigma brushes. And I'm going to what they're calling their contour color. And that is this kind of coppery soft brown. Medium brown. It's not that soft. We'll see. How soft is it? That's pretty dark, actually. So I'm glad I went light on it. No, don't be too heavy-handed with the color till you know its intensity on your skin. For one thing, it does make a difference whether it's your skin or not. Okay, that blended very nicely, though. Very nice. Y'all, so far I'm really liking this brand. I like the pigmentation. I like the coverage. It's giving me really good coverage. And it's clearly buildable, if you'll notice that as I go back over it. It's building back up, and I haven't even added to the brush. I'll tell you one thing I need to add. And I need to add it quick. That's if a coffee. Need some coffee. Okay. Alright. Alright, so now we're going to intensity. Alright, so I'm going to use a E45 by Sigma. And this is a small tapered blending brush. It's just something that's a little, you know, you go smaller and smaller the more precise you want to get. When you get into these darker colors, you want to be precise. Unless you're doing the lid. You know, if you're doing a dark eye. Which I'm not. Okay. So again, tap off some because this is, we don't know how dark this is. It looks pretty dark. So again, we're going right in the crease, back and forth. Always put down on the outer area because that's where the most of your product is going to go, is wherever you touch down. Then you can go back and forth in the crease. If you want to tighten it up, instead of looking down, look up, because that will tighten your skin around the brush in the crease. But and then I always kind of circle it out over there. I don't ever lift up when I blend because I don't want shadow flying everywhere. And then I'm going to kind of turn the brush and get some more of this color off in the outer corner. That's a very nice, you know, one of the things you look at when you look at a quad especially is how well the colors blend with each other. And look at that. It's very well blended colors. You don't want it so different from each other it's like a little brown rainbow, you know. You want to make sure that you get a nice blendability between the colors. You know, that they go together. That Tom Ford palette, the warm browns palette with Tom Ford is probably the best ever, but I'm going to tell you actually this is a close second, if not equal. This is very well matched to each other. Okay. Now I'm going to take a blending brush, and this is a tapered blending brush, E35, and I'm just going to blend the edges. Just kind of get the edges to where there's no lines. Don't over blend, especially in this area over here, because on the outer area you can kind of clean that up. But right between the crease and the brow bone, don't over blend that or you'll just muddy the colors that you would just painstaking efforts to get, and then you just go blend it all together. It looks like mud. Of course it looks like mud anyway because it's brown. But anyway, alright, so now I'm using a short shader, E20. That's a very tight little shader. And I'm going to go to this brush, and I could use this for my brow if I wanted to, but I've already done my brows. So I'm just going to go on the lower lash line. And I don't overload the brush so that it won't have fallout on my cheek. And I definitely tap this off real good. And I look up, so it'll help lift that area. Very nice, very nice. And then I just use whatever's left over and stamp it into the lash line to kind of back up the lash line. And maybe the outer V.